It was time to pick the 4 families that Rachel wants to meet for the hometown dates on The Bachelorette. I don't know about anyone else, but I had a feeling that I knew which 4 she was going to pick. Let's see if Leslie from 106.3 The Groove also had the same predictions. Now, we won't give it away.
No.
But were you shocked with who she picked?
No.
No. Okay.
Not at all.
So your predictions and my predictions are aligning?
Yes, very much. And I even said on my blog is that the 2 that got sent home, I don't understand why they might not have seen this coming. Just saying. We'll talk about that, but first.
So was it one of like, you're the only one that didn't know that was going to happen? Yeah, so we start out by. Well,
first she says to the guys, first they go to Geneva, Switzerland, which is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I want to go.
Yeah.
Talk about it. What a great little commercial for them. It was gorgeous there. She informs the guys that there's going to be no rose ceremony this week. She is going to do 3 one-on-one dates and then a 3-on-1 date, basically. And so there are some guys in that group that have not had any one-on-one dates. And so here they're thinking, I'm going to get it. But she gives the first one to Brian, who, you know, there's a huge connection with those 2.
And the guys even mentioned that. Like, it seems like, you know, she keeps giving him one-on-ones. We can feel a little, you know, connection going on. They were being a little petty back home.
I know.
a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yes, Brian and her definitely have a huge connection. But the thing that gets in her head and makes me wonder too, he's a very good looking guy. He seems super sweet. He's very successful. He's a chiropractor and sweet. How is he single? And we really, the one thing I've noticed throughout the season is we don't know a lot about him.
No.
And I noticed last night when they were talking and stuff, he is really good at deflecting.
Yeah.
And putting on her and saying, like, how was your last relationship?
No. Do you know how he deflects? They make out the whole time.
Yes, that's true.
And did you also notice they put in kissing noises
yes,
when they were making out?
Oh, a lot of it, yes.
Yeah, there was lots of sloppy
Yes,
noises.
there's definitely like really good chemistry between them. But it makes you want, that's my one thing with him. I'm like, why won't he let her kind of in type of thing? He did say his previous relationship was very similar to hers. She met his family and I guess did not hit it off with his mother.
Mother, yes.
And she was the reason they broke up. And so he worries that could happen with Rachel. And so that has got him scared. But that was really all we learned about him.
Yeah.
But that didn't, she doesn't care. She's like, here's the rose. Like, you know, she is.
She said, come back in for another kiss.
Yes, exactly. Let's get rid of that. Let's.
Right. So I think he's still going to be, in my predictions, he's still going to be top 2.
Yes, I know yes.
That's still my prediction.
Yes. It'll be interesting the next couple of weeks, at least previews we've seen.
So we've got another one-on-one.
Dean. So again, we've got Matt and Adam that are like going, hey, what about me? These are the 2 that haven't had the one-on-one dates. Dean gets another date. And Dean and her have a really good time. And he did open up to her last time. But this time, he would, every time she asked him something serious, he would ask weird questions. Like she asked him about his relationships. And he said, do you believe in the tooth fairy?
Or he would say, what's your favorite dinosaur? And I was like, hey, this is a little weird.
I know, I'm glad she kept calling him out going, what's the matter with, and she said she felt like there was something off on the date and she worried because she was worrying if the depth was not there with him as it is with some of the other guys. And he seemed to be really on edge about her meeting his family. We didn't really quite understand why.
And he opens up about that.
He does. We found out earlier in the season that he lost his mother when he was 15. Well, it sounds like his dad obviously went a totally different direction, wasn't the person he needed him to be at 15. And so he's very eclectic. That's all we know, really. Yeah. And it doesn't sound like it's a good relationship with the family. So he worries that she's going to judge him on his family dynamics now instead of when he was growing up with his mother, and it was a much different thing. And so he's worried about that.
When he finally opened up, it kind of touched my heart. When he said, I wish I could have taken you back when I was my 0 through 15 years when things were great. My mom was here and my dad was more connected and all of that. So, that got me in the feels when he said that.
You can tell it's so hard for him to talk about.
And we'll talk about the upcoming previews of when we meet Dad.
Yes.
Finally. But we had another one-on-one.
Peter gets the last one-on-one. I mean, sorry, the red flags are coming up here left and right for the other guys that are left. I really like Peter. I've liked him more and more throughout the season. I think he's been the most honest with her. And talk about a great date. They take a helicopter ride on the Swiss Alps, over the Swiss Alps, which just are stunning. stunning.
Yes.
They get a dog sled ride on the Swiss Alps. I'm like, oh, can I do that?
I know.
But he tells her when they're on the sled and stuff that, you know, he's had doubts throughout the season about them, and it to the point where it gets in his head. And he thought a number of times that he might just go. But he does have obviously strong feelings for her.
I think he's very honest.
Yes.
He said, you know what, I'm not going to always tell you, oh, this is great and I love you. He's like, I kind of was like, I'm jealous when I see you go with the other guys. And I'm like, should I be here? Are we still feeling it? Because they haven't been together since the very first one-on-one.
Exactly.
So that's a long time.
It is.
My prediction, he will be the other person in the bottom two.
Bottom two,
or the two at the very
final
end.
two?
The final two.
I hope so. I'm really liking him. He really opened up to her and said, you know, if I get down and propose to you, it's because I mean it. He doesn't use the word love very much. He's just gotten out of a hurt relationship. So I definitely think there's going to be some struggles the next couple of weeks.
Brian and Peter are my guesses. That's who I think it's going to come down to. But we have the 3-on-1. That's
3-on-1. It's Eric, Matt, and Adam. And Adam had told her already that part of him's already falling in love with her in a previous episode. And I'm like, you have had very tiny one-on-one time with her. How can you say that? He was extremely confident. And actually, and I really like Matt. Matt's a really good guy. And actually, Rachel said to him, you are the most similar. You and I are the most similar personalities. And if it was we had more time out in the real world, things could be different. And then she really said, I hate to say goodbye to you this way.
She really was crying pretty hard.
She was really crushed by that one. Because he does. He seems like a really good guy. And he didn't really do anything wrong.
But he also, I sometimes forgot he was there also.
Exactly.
A lot of
and
the time.
She obviously did too.
Yeah. So Matt was the first one to go home.
Yes.
So we still needed one more person to go home. It came down to Adam, which is our U of A guy.
Yes.
He's our Wildcat.
Yes.
And of course down to Eric.
Yes. Now Eric's never brought a woman home to his family, so that concerned her. But you can see again who she has the stronger connections with. It was pretty obvious to both of us before the show started. So yeah, she picked Eric in the end to be the final one for hometown dates.
So our Wildcat is out.
He got really far, and he wasn't memorable necessarily, you know. But yeah, good for him for getting that far again.
Can I say the one thing that everyone remembers him for was for the dummy?
Yes.
That dummy would pop up at random dates dressed in different outfits and stuff.
I'm surprised they didn't bring it up on last night's episode.
Actually, you're right. Where was he? He should have had him in the limo when he was.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we are down to 4. We have Eric, Peter, Dean, Brian. We're going into the hometown dates. I have my prediction.
Yes, we got to see a little glimpse of Dean's dad. Not what I expected for the eccentric. He wasn't kidding.
Yeah. Also in the previews, what I thought was interesting is her family, what it looks like just in the previews, that they also think that Brian may not be as sincere as he's coming off.
Yes, that there's not, you can only get the surface with him. That's my biggest concern with him.
So if you had to pick a winner.
I want Peter to win.
Okay, you heard it right now. Leslie's already picked her.
If not, he's the next Bachelor.
Oh, either one. I heard somewhere that they have a thing going on where people are trying to get him on as the next I was like, wait, we don't even know if he won yet. Hold on, he has a chance. All right, guys, don't miss the next episode of The Bachelorette here on KGUN 9 next Monday. Then tune into The Blend on Tuesday for the recap. And if you need more, visit 1063thegroove.com for Leslie's weekly blog.